Greetings, everybody. Hope you're okay. Hope you are fine. It's another beautiful day here. It is well, the 13th. Actually, it's the 11th, isn't it? Of the 12th of 23. 11, 12, 23. Yeah, good numbers, isn't it? Hope you're okay. Hope you're fine. It's a lovely day. It's 1 p.m. exactly. So welcome to the Jehudah show. It is Mindful Mondays. So today is about mindfulness and awareness of what is happening behind our eyes or in front of our eyes, actually around us or wherever in the world we are. If you're okay, I hope you're great. If you're fine, I hope you're great. Today we're discussing the issue of mental health worldwide. Yes, mental health across the world, across the plane, round or flat. So today we discuss mental health and the statistics that are alarming. So you can have a preview or to know. It's good to be aware of mental health, and if you are suffering from it or you have symptoms, you can know what to do, get the right approach, get treatment, or if you want to know someone who's suffering from it, or you can know how to avoid it, and you can actually identify the symptoms of the disorders, which they say. So to be honest, they say many things about health. So obviously the people who are trying to profit over the mental health, they're those who benefit from people being mentally sick, and those who profit from people who are not well, so they can promote their solutions to you. So they're those who do that. So that's why sometimes you should know if you're actually sick. Sometimes they tell you, oh, have you got this? Have you got that? Then take my medicine. But doesn't mean you're actually mentally sick or health. Sometimes they label some good attributes as mental. You know, nowadays in this world we say, oh, it's mental. Sometimes they call me crazy because why? You're not thinking like the rest of people. So just because you're different, they say you are mentally unstable, or they start labeling you. So this is the world. So not every mental, I believe, or I say not every mental disorder is actually a mental disorder. Some are trying to cover up some so they can make some profit, or just to deceive others, isn't it? But all in all, it's good to know. Oh, I'm getting a bit hot, isn't I? I do apologize. Oh. The heat is coming up. So all you need to know is that be aware anyway of the statistics. Figure it out for yourself if it's actually a disorder or not. I don't believe everything's a disorder, because some people, those whose things have changed since the 80s. What were disorders now are not disorders now. They're okay. Before, some were mental health issues. Now they're not. Yet they're still there. So it's it's quite a broad topic. If you look back in the past, some activities which we are deemed today were mental disorders, and nowadays it's okay. So those have changed. Whatever was mental then now is accepted. I'll show you my Google website as always. I love my Google, so you can see, oh, I'm not using one website. Then you can pick and choose those which you resonate with. Yes, we all have mental health. So I'm going to play a few videos on there which you can see for yourself. So I don't condone everything, it's just somebody's putting it out there. So you can check for yourself and see what mental health is. But today I'm going to talk about the mental health across the world. So I'm going to share my screen, and then I'm going to use Google to discuss the mental health issues. So if you go to Google, so I type in mental health statistics worldwide across the world. Bear with me, I can have a mental health, we come with the World Health Organization. wanted to show you, but I don't think it's, you look on Google. Someone says here, we all have mental health. That's it. Then 5 ways to help and it's gone. Give it time to load. Sorry, my internet is quite slow today. So while it loads, this is from WHO, the World Health Organization. This is the page on mental health. So it says in recent years there has been increasing acknowledgement of the important role mental health plays in achieving global development goals, as illustrated by the inclusion of mental health in the Sustainable Development Goals. So depression is one of the leading causes of disability. Suicide is the 4th leading cause of death among 15 to 25-year-olds. People with severe mental health conditions die prematurely, as much as 2 decades early, due to preventable physical conditions. I'm going to zoom in a bit more. Here we're saying, so recent years, according to WHO, depression is one of the leading causes of disability, and suicide is the 4th leading cause of death among 15 to 29-year-olds. People with severe mental health conditions die prematurely, as much as 2 decades early, due to preventable physical conditions. Oh, that's it, okay. You can look through here. I say many mental health conditions can be effectively treated at relatively low cost, yet the gap between people needing care and those who have access to the care remains substantial. Effective treatment coverage remains extremely low. So this is the report. So the WHO Special Initiative for Mental Health 2019-2023, Universal Health Coverage for Mental Health. This is the report which they launched. So while it's loading, let us play this video. No?
We all have mental health. It is just as important as physical health. It is not only about mental illness or mental disorders. This is just one part of a bigger picture. It's best to think about mental health as being on a continuum, rather than people being either mentally ill or mentally well. We are all on the continuum, and we move up and down according to factors such as our genetic makeup and upbringing, our life circumstances, and the stresses we are under. At one end of the continuum, we have mental disorders, like depression or anxiety. And at the other end, we have states of positive mental health, when we're thriving, content, and fulfilled. The aim of mental health interventions is to move people up the continuum, so that they're able to reach their full potential and live satisfying lives. The World Health Organization describes mental health as a state of well-being in which every individual realizes his or her own potential, can cope with the normal stresses of life, can work productively and fruitfully, and is able to make a contribution to his or her community. Being mentally healthy means being resilient and able to cope with difficult times, feeling in control, being confident, feeling good about yourself, managing and expressing your emotions, building and maintaining good relationships. We all experience periods when we feel stressed, worried, anxious, sad, afraid, or angry. These are all normal emotions. However, when these emotions become severe enough that it interferes with a person's ability to function daily, and these feelings become persistent over time, then it can develop into a mental health problem. There are many different types of mental disorders. When left untreated, mental disorders can be chronic and long-lasting, and are associated with increased disability. They significantly have an impact on daily functioning and frequently interfere with family, social, and work responsibilities. Fortunately, there are effective treatments and evidence-based interventions available that aim to help individuals understand and cope with symptoms of mental illness. However, very few people with mental disorders access existing treatment services. This may be due to barriers such as the stigma attached to seeking help, the lack of understanding of mental health problems, uncertainty of how to get help, or the fear of disclosing mental health problems. Research shows that stigma remains one of the biggest factors preventing people from seeking help early for their mental health problems and getting the appropriate support they need. It is important to acknowledge that we all have mental health and have a personal responsibility to learn how we can improve and maintain our well-being in order to lead meaningful and satisfying lives. Want to learn how you can do this? Great news! Why not join one of our communities and keep exploring Maudsley Learning online?
So there you are. That is a bit about mental health and what it is. So this is mental disorders. This is by WHO again. A fact sheet details on mental disorders. Let us say 1 in 8 people in the world lives with a mental disorder. So mental disorders involve significant disturbances in thinking, emotional regulation, or behavior. So mental disorders, according to WHO, involve significant disturbances in thinking, emotional regulation, or behavior. There are many different types of mental disorders. Effective prevention and treatment options exist. Most people do not have access to effective care. So it says a mental disorder is characterized by a clinically significant disturbance in an individual's cognition, emotional regulation, or behavior. It is usually associated with distress or impairment in important areas of functioning. Yes, so all these are types of orders. I won't go through all of it, but anxiety disorders, depression, bipolar. So the numbers they're giving, anxiety disorders, 2019, 301 million people were living with an anxiety disorder, including 58 million children and adolescents. Depression, 2019, 280 million people were living with depression, including 23 million children and adolescents. bipolar disorder, 2019. 40 million people experienced bipolar disorder. Post-traumatic stress disorder. No numbers here. Schizophrenia. It affects approximately 24 million people, or 1 in 300 people worldwide. People with schizophrenia have a life expectancy of 10 to 20 years below that of the general population. Eating disorders. 2019, 14 million people experienced eating disorders, including almost 3 million children and adolescents. Disruptive behavior and social disorders. 40 million people, including children and adolescents, were living with conduct dissocial disorder. Neurodevelopmental disorders. These are behavioral and cognitive disorders that arise during the development period. There's a number here. So who is at risk? So at any one time, a diverse set of individual, family, community, and structural factors may combine to protect or undermine mental health. So this is the response, but so they gave you a few numbers of statistics here. Disruptive behavior, eating disorders, schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, depression, and anxiety disorders. That is by the World Health Organization when it comes to dealing with mental health issues. There's someone? Oh, okay. Yeah, so we'll look at the report if it's gone through. So this is the report. I'm going to download it, but if you want to check it out, you can download the report about World Health. So it's 296 pages. Mental health and substance use. Yeah, so for those who want to download it, there you are. If I go to statista.com, okay, it's not showing the table, is it? So I have overview. Okay, sorry, here we are. Mental health and substance use have become areas of increasing importance worldwide as they contribute to a high burden of disease as well as loss of life. So modern diagnostic categories are continually being refined to best inform ethical treatment guidelines and include a wide range of disorders such as mood disorders, psychosis, personality disorders, addictions, and neurodevelopmental disorders. I'll go through that topic here, but if you go down here, overview. So leading health problems 2022. Adults worldwide who often thought about their mental physical health being 2022. We have anxiety. Percentage of people worldwide segment errors. So let's say leading health problems 2022. What does it say here? This says percentage of adults worldwide who stated selected issues were the biggest health problems facing people in the country in 2022. So number one is coronavirus, mental health issues, cancer, stress, obesity, diabetes, drug abuse, alcohol abuse, heart disease, smoking. So after COVID was mental health. So without COVID, then mental health is the number one issue people are stating. But question, which country is this? Is this worldwide? So this is worldwide. Survey was done July 22nd, August. Can you see right behind me there? So this is a worldwide. So worldwide was, well, that was a pandemic. So without the pandemic, saying COVID, but without the pandemic, it would have been mental health issues. Oh, I haven't got a count. So number one is mental health, then cancer, then stress, suppose then obesity, then diabetes, then drug abuse, then alcohol abuse, then heart disease, smoking. Yet they say heart disease is number one killer, but mental health is number one issue around the world from people who. So this is the percentage of adults worldwide who stated select issues were the biggest health problems facing people in their country in 2022. So adults worldwide who often thought about their mental / physical well-being as of 2022. Here we are. 20%. What's that? Percentage of respondents according to. So very often, fairly often, not very often, never. Suppose you think of the mental health issues out of the test they did. Was this worldwide again? Yes, worldwide. Mental health. So more people think about their physical well-being more than their mental. Is it? Yeah, maybe similar, but yeah, it looks like people are more interested in their physical well-being than their mental well-being. Perceived importance of mental health compared to physical health worldwide in 2020. So 46% think it's more important. 46 as important. So it's a draw between more important and as important. So both, it's a draw. That's important and don't know, confused. So it looks like those who think what? Mental health more important, 46. Those who feel it's the same as physical health is 46, 46. So it looks like it's a tie. In 2020, around 46% of individuals worldwide aged 15 years and older stated that they thought mental health was more important than physical health, while another 46% felt mental health was just as important as physical health. Now by income, let's try percentage of the global population that suffers from select mental health or substance disorder. Oh, all right, that's it. That's me done. I've finished my freebies. But you can see another clue here. So anxiety and depression. Is it true or are they cut me off? Oh, they haven't. Share of the population worldwide who suffered from anxiety disorders from 1990 to 2019. Here I can see a bit of that. I can't explain. I won't explain it because they might say I've got enough. But from anxiety, I see it's been going up. It's been climbing so far until 2001. So it definitely is going up. Let's try depression. So there's more depression here. It's 3.6 depression. It keeps going up. 3.7 went up. So it went down according to the data around 3.59%, sorry, of the population worldwide had depression in 2019. There we are. So this is the percentage of people worldwide who suffered from depression from 1990 to 2019. So there are other disorders. Bipolar disorder. Alright, let's try this one. Bipolar is quite low, so 0.51. That's good. It came low as well here. According to the data, the rate of bipolar disorder has remained relatively stable with around 0.51% of the population suffering each year. So this is quite low. Schizophrenia, 0.3. There you are. Not too bad, not too good. Not too bad, not too good. Which is which? Eating disorder. Should be less, 0.2, 0.1, 0.16. There you are. So that's good. It's not, according to this, it's not too bad. So these are the stats from Statista.com if you're interested in knowing about them. So this is from hopchest.org. Global mental health statistics overview. So they say 970 million people around the world struggle with mental health illness or drug abuse. 1 in 4 people will be affected by mental health illness at some point in their lives. 14.3% of deaths worldwide, or approximately 8 million deaths each year, are attributable to mental disorders. The prevalence of all mental disorders increased by 50% worldwide from 460 million to 80 million from there. Depression and anxiety disorders. So the font, the colors is quite light, and the white background is very hard to read. Hint, hint. Your headings should be a bit bolder and darker on a light background. So depression affects over 300 million people worldwide. So it's quite hard to read this. Suicide is the 4th leading cause of death among people aged 15 to 29. Anxiety disorders disproportionately affect women. 284 million people suffer from anxiety disorder. If you become a partner, there you are. So the USA has the highest global death rate from mental health issues and drug abuse. .86% of adults are experiencing a mental illness, and 4.91% are experiencing a severe mental illness. Any mental disorder, no stated mental disorder. So this is the one, I think it's only America now. So global access to mental health services. In 2020, among the 14.2 million adults with a serious mental illness, 9.1 million received mental health treatment in the past year. The percentage of young adults aged 18 to 25 with a serious mental illness who received mental health treatment was lower than adults with a serious mental illness. Anxiety disorders are highly treatable, yet only 30% of those suffering receive treatment. The total cost of treatment for anxiety and depression disorders across 36 countries worldwide is estimated to be $1.7 billion by 2030. So there you are, that's by Children's Chests, hopechest.org. So I've gone through a few of those. That's the report. There's the report and close it. If you want it, I'm going to download it for now. So these are some of the disorders. That was last year, 8th of June. And there. So there's an action plan here, but that was for 2013, 2020. Click more on mental health, we'll see what they are saying. Oh, is this the same page? Alright. That might be the same page. So we'll go to our world in data. Oh, come back here. This is an article by Saloni, Tatani, Lucas Rhodes, Guerrero, Hannah, Richie, and Max Rosa. You can see it's the beginning here. Mental health is part of it. So mental health conditions are not uncommon. Hundreds of millions suffer from them yearly, and many more will do over their lifetimes. It's estimated that 1 in 3 women and 1 in 5 women will experience major depression in their lives. Other conditions such as schizophrenia and bipolar disorder are less common but still have a large impact on people's lives. So mental illness are treatable, and the impact they have can be reduced. This is how they're defined. We're looking for statistics, yes. So we hear they say this is a burden of disease from each category of mental illness 2019. So we have depressive disorders, anxiety disorders, schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, eating disorders. Can you see that right above me there? That's a chart from there. So there's plenty more charts. There's one of 51. Another chart, anxiety disorder, but estimated share of people with each mental illness in a given year, whether or not they were diagnosed, based on representative surveys, medical data, and statistical modeling. Anxiety disorder, depressive, bipolar, schizophrenia, eating disorders, 1990, 2019. Oh, there you go. So you can play the chart. You can see it go through. So here we are, our world in data. This is from the Welcome Global Monitor 2021. Respondents were asked, have you ever been so anxious or depressed that you could not continue your regular daily activities as you normally would, or 2 weeks or longer? Share who report lifetime anxiety or depression 2020. Age when first had anxiety or depression 2020. The world, income countries. So this is the chart. Ages 13 below, light, that blue. It's not a blue, is it? What color is that? 2019, 2029, 39, ages 40 plus. Don't know, no response. So world 11%. High income countries have more. So the world has more when kids are below 13, but high income countries have more when they're at teenagehood. And then upper middle countries become second, and Europe has, Europe is second in teenagers. The highest, don't know, is from the lower middle income countries, not from Africa, they don't know. Just 40 plus is not shown, is it? 30-39, 2029 is not too big. That's interesting. It's very interesting. Oh, come on. Alright. I think it's frozen. So anorexia or bulimia nervosa, estimated cases worldwide. Okay. $9.7 million, 3.9 million. Anxiety disorders prevalence 2019. That's the map right there. 10% is where? Oh. That's Spain. Portugal, oh. The UK we have 4, that's good. Brazil, it looks 7.4. That's quite huge. Iran 7.3. Norway 6.7. New Zealand 7.3. So these are anxiety disorders. Chart 8. Anxiety disorders prevalence vs GDP per capita 2019. You can go through that. I'll play the small video for us to see. Oh. So there you are. That's a quick show from data around the world. So you can go through it. There are 51, so I'm not going to go through all of them. This is mostly anxiety disorders prevalence by age, world 2019. There you are. That's it. I'm not going to go much about it. Go through. But yeah, so that's mental health. So those are the statistics. They say 10.7, some are saying 14.3. High highest rate of mental illness is the United States, Colombia, the Netherlands, and Ukraine tend to have the higher prevalence of classes of disorder. While Nigeria, Shanghai, Italy were consistently low, and prevalence was lower in Asian countries in general. Oh. Shall we read? How many people struggle with mental health 2023? According to Forbes, 193 million people worldwide to 46 million. About 28% here this year, according to Forbes.com. If you go to Wikipedia, something anxiety, then depression, then alcohol and disorders, drug use, bipolar, schizophrenia, eating disorders. So here we are. That's interesting study. Alright, maybe later, yeah. Close for now. So you can read through here. Title: The Prevalence of Mental Disorders, if you wanna read that. We already quoted the World Health Organization, what they used to study. So that study we did. So mental health apparently is more prominent in United States, Colombia, the Netherlands, and Ukraine, and less in Nigeria, Shanghai, and Italy, and Asian countries in general. So European there, special mental disorders, personal disorders, child psychiatric disorders, and much more. So that is it. Yeah. Hope you have a broad in-depth on the World Health Organization and much more. That's a bit about it. So hope you enjoyed that. So yeah, World Health Organization is giving the facts and a few. So in my opinion, yes, there are those who are suffering from a lot, anxiety disorders, mental health. But I think that some accept, some don't want to get treatment, some say no. I've met some here dealing with them. I've met people who you can see because the way they process their thoughts and the emotions, you can tell something, the cognitive abilities aren't in line. You can tell. I do work with them in the society here in England. I work with them. Some of them homeless, some of them were abused. Some had experiences from relationships and they're suffering mentally from it. You could see it, but the key is most of them will deny it and they'll say no, they won't get help. That's what I've received. They try and fight it and stop getting help. They don't want to get help. They're like, no, I'm okay. Yet we all need help sometimes, but they are denying it. They're in denial and they don't want to. So some tend to drug abuse. Some tend to have activities to get the attention they desire or to get treatment. So some tend to relationships, some tend to activities to get their satisfaction. But yes, I've come across many people working in the community here. Sometimes you can read by the face, by the eyes, you can see the symptoms. The face, you can see the way they smile, the way they talk. You look at their health, you can look at the eyes, you can see, whoa, somebody is. But yet to come to you, they'll say, nope, I'm not. They'll deny it. I'm okay, 100% okay. And like, correct. But yeah, so if you know someone who wants help, definitely these are some of the symptoms, these are the signs, actually these are the statistics. So I would say yes, it's important to look after our health, mental and physical, because if the mind is gone, you won't be able to function in other areas. If you have mental issues, if you are home, if you have children, if you have, when the fun time comes, if you have a business, it will still affect you because it's your cognitive abilities, your mental health, that's your mind, and that's what you use to think, to process, to feel, to make decisions, and that's affected. It affects your daily life. People now, they're so proud, some of them don't want to acknowledge it, and they say, no, I'm not, yet you need help. But yeah, those are the statistics around the world for those who are suffering from mental health disorders up to 2019. So mental health is key. So look after your mental health, please. Look at mental health. It's mental. Start beginning with your thoughts, how you think. Practice gratitude. I don't give medical advice. I give positive thinking solutions. So that way you cannot say, oh, it's some medical, because some medical they'll say, oh, I'm spreading false information. I encourage positive thinking. Practice gratitude. Thinking positive means thinking of the great things, because once you start thinking in a positive way, your mind changes. It starts helping you with stress, because once you have feeling stress, anxiety, depression, you're focusing on the thoughts that are destroying you. The thoughts that are thinking of the negative, some of the bad results, what can go wrong, what's going to hurt you, and you're playing it over and over again. So your mind, what you focus on, becomes bigger, because you're dwelling on the point. There are 2 points. There's a good point and a bad point. So you only dwell on the bad point and you get the stress, depression. But if you try and focus on your winnings, your successes, your good things, it's just simple. It's not. I'm not giving no medical at all, no medical information. Just about using your mind to start the healing process. I repeat, to start, not to heal the whole process. Nobody's fully healed in this life. Things come and go. We're not saying positive thinking is going to make you healed forever. That's no. Same as paying rent. You don't pay rent forever. You pay rent every month. People are trying to cuss it because they're saying, oh, it doesn't work. No, it works. Just have to do it all the time. Same like bathing. Same like eating. Don't eat once and you're full forever, do you? Do you bath once and you clean forever? No. Do you wear once and clean forever? No, you keep changing. Next time you bath again. Same like positive thinking is to help you going on. Money won't cure everything. Positive thinking will cure everything. Happiness will cure everything. It's a way of keeping your mind calm and stable as you go through everything. So we're not saying you're curing everything. No, why should you cure everything? We don't cure everything. You have to cure your own problems, isn't it? But mental health, so I suggest positive thinking as a solution to one of them. Then as a starting point, start thinking positive of the great things, why you're so good. Think of your wins, your successes, think of your achievements. What are your dreams? What makes you happy? The good things that make you happy, do them. What keeps you in joy, success, happiness? Because once your body starts focusing on that, it changes your nervous system. Your thoughts change your system, nervous system, the way you think, the way you believe. So start by thinking positive. That's my remedy for mental health. Start by thinking positive. Then and carry on to see a doctor. If you're happy with the results, call a doctor. And no, it's not going to kill you for the rest of your life, because you don't pay rent once, you pay rent every month. You live every day, you sleep, you wake up. Same thing as positive thinking. I'm not here to cure everything. We're helping you to get your mind in order. If you don't believe it, that's up to you. But positive thinking is a great way to start with your mental health, because your thoughts and your feelings are affecting your reality and what you are experiencing. If I feel like I'm not happy with this, my wife's not cooking well, my friends are this, then I'll think of more bad things or things which I don't want to do. Then I end up hating them, then losing it. And if I keep playing it again and again, that's what I get. I think of, it's a great day, it's fantastic. Yes, I'm sick. Yes, I'm not having what I got, but I'm thinking in a great way to keep me alive. It's like a boat on the sea. It keeps you going on the sea. The sea, if you get water in the sea, if you get water in the boat or it sinks, you go down. But if you keep it sailing and keep what you move over the sea will always be there. So the sea is the depth where you will fall in and drown. But if you keep on thinking positive, you go over the sea. So the sea will never grow. Problems will never go. People think by thinking positive, you're going to be something, you're going to heal and nothing's going to be bad anymore. No. There's always going to be death, war. There's always going to be disagreements. That has to be there. It's going to be cold. It's going to be winter's always going to be here, isn't it? But we use positive thinking to go through the winter, through the bad situations, circumstances, because they have to be there. In fact, I'm happy these negative situations because they challenge you. They help you grow. But positive thinking will help you to overcome them. So if you are suffering from mental health issues, start thinking positive. I recommend it 100%. I used it as well. I said no. I'm not feeling bad for nothing at all. I decided I'm gonna think positive no matter what. Better others who don't like you to hate me than me to please others. Then I feel bad. I lose my mind because somebody wants to be pleased. Who are they to be pleased? Why can't they please themselves? People want you to please them so you can lose and then they can win. I said no. If that's the case, then you lose. I win. If you're happy for me to be happy, then you go. I become positive and you get out. You put on the side. But we also want you to put them first, and so that you can lose your mental health. But don't lose your mental health. Think positive. Let others do the hating and the, and disagreeing. But keep it positive. So I recommend you to think positive to start curing your mental health. Gratitude. affirmations, mindfulness, exercise. These are ways to start. I'm not saying it's curing. Don't get it wrong. We eat every day. You don't eat once and you're full forever. We drink water. We don't go forever. We sleep. We don't rest. We don't sleep once and we're full forever. We sleep once and then every day we do it again. So it's a cycle. So you keep doing it. It helps you for the day. And then tomorrow you start again. Yes, we're not saying you think positive once and then the rest of your life is going to be positive. No, it's not. So you think positive today. When the day ends, tomorrow again, you think positive again. Same thing. Today you finish the day, you go to bed, wake up again, a new day. You don't complain, oh, the day ended, oh, my money, no. Rent finishes, you pay rent, after the month ends, you pay rent again. You don't complain that you need to pay rent. Same with positive thinking. You think positive, when the time comes, it's gone, you think again. No? All in all, so those are the statistics of positive thinking around the world. Why? Yes, we of the mind, we say think positive to cure your thoughts, your beliefs, your emotions. Get them in control so they don't control you. Be controlled by positive emotions. Negative emotions are signs, triggers, so they are there to warn you of what's happening. So once you get them, fix them, and then think positive. Anxiety, stress, depression, these are all beginning with your thoughts. You're thinking of something which is not something of a bad event or circumstance, and you're playing it over and over again. So you get stressed and thinking of the negative, of the bad thing's going to happen, where you're going to lose. That's why you start getting stress or depression, or you get anxiety because you're thinking of a plan. You haven't got a plan. Oh, it's coming, and you start panicking. That's anxiety. But if you practice to be calm, mindful, even when you're facing danger, you can still lose, but the king is you are calm. You don't get a disorder. That's it. We're not saying it to cure you. We're not here to cure anything. We're here to help you in that moment. If that's not for you, then it's not for you. But that's it. Yes, as I was saying, when you eat, that doesn't make you full forever. You eat again. When you're hungry, you eat again. When you're tired, you sleep. When you're happy, when you're tired, you sleep again. Same thing with positive thinking. When you're positive, you think. When you stop it, you think again. So it's a continuous cycle. If you can do it forever, go for it. But thank you all for listening. This will be the end of it. Have a great day. Thank you for tuning in. And remember, think positive to start to help curing your mental health problems. I said it. It helps you start thinking positive. Do it every day. Don't skip a day. Do it every day. Think positive every day. Every day you sleep, every day you bath, every day you eat. So every day think positive. Same thing. It's not saying, oh, one time thing. No, it's a daily thing. You do it daily and think positive daily. You sleep daily. Some of you eat daily. Some of you bath daily. Some of you talk daily. Some of you walk daily. So think positive daily as well. Because you know you do it because it will help keep you going to the next day. You work daily to make money to keep going. So think positive to keep going. Peace.